Woohoo!
I wonder how much they could hear of you with my headphones on, but I'm here for it. Hello, we're back for Mugs and Mornings. This is Jess. She is
my invisible mug. I left it in the other room.
She is the woman behind the scenes of setting these all up. We are going to get going here with Bella. Hello. Hello. Hey, William.
Yes.
You made it. Hello.
Hi, friends.
So great to see you. Oh, Bella, your hair looks beautiful. I love it.
She says, hi.
Hello, hello. We have Jess here in the background. She can't hear you guys because I'm in my headphones, but she just wanted to say hello. Oh, I love
So
it. And like I said before you guys
excited.
got on, I know we're all pretty stoked. And it's really special, Bella, that Jess is here. She is, I was just saying before you got on that she's like the woman behind the scenes of setting these all up. And for her to be here for your Mugs and Mornings feels really special.
Bella says,
Emoji.
love you, Jessica.
She says, love you, Jessica. Aw. Awesome. So she's going to head out and put her headphones in and watch from my living room while you and I chat. All right. Is there anything you want to share before we get started?
Anything you want to share?
They haven't started yet?
Okay. My husband's asking for some support here, so I'm sorry. Hold on.
That's okay. Do your thing.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry. Okay. You might have to mute it then. Bella says, I'm so lower, babe. I'm so happy having ice down. Keep going. I'm so happy having this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you for being down to do it. We've kind of slowed down our Mugs and Mornings, but this one I was very, very excited for. So thank you again for taking the time on a Friday morning. So I always remind everyone I have my computer screen just here so I don't have to remember the questions. It helps me stay regulated. So if I'm looking over here, I am paying attention. I'm just pulling the questions over. So let's start with you telling me and anyone that's joined a little about yourself and how you're connected to the community.
Okay. Bella says no worries about your setup.
Thanks.
Podcast today.
Oops, let me start over. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Hi, Erin. First of all, thanks for this opportunity to be on your podcast today. I sat in your session at Taka and want to say that you are nailing it by educating people about the world of challenges we autists might face on a daily basis. Not only that, your sensory lifestyle concept really validates my differences in an authentic way. You really see us. Thank you. Here's a little about me. I'm a 22-year-old proud bilingual Hispanic young adult from the city of Long Beach. My loves are family, friends, learning, and traveling. The most important thing to know about me is that I have a passion for advocacy. It's something that happened organically, not planned or forced, but more of a calling that I answered. I am a public speaking advocate alongside my love Otto and my great friend William. We call ourselves Mod Squad for access and share our lived experience as well as advocate for access, inclusion, AAC, and equity. We have presented to school districts, universities, inclusion and equity organizations. And we have even met with representatives in Sacramento to advocate for needed communication support for those whose communication, sensory and motor challenges create barriers to access equitable opportunities. We are creating needed waves of change. I have managed to do hard things like public speaking despite having an anxious system. I think this is important to know about me. My anxiety sucks, but I don't let it control me. It is something that I have managed to overcome when I do public speaking events. So if you ever see me during a presentation, you will most likely see me with a fidget in my hands, which helps me stay calm. One last thing about me is that I'm a student at Golden West College. I am the first AAC user on campus, and I'm not going to lie, it is a bit nerve-wracking to be the only one, but I'll keep at it, because it has always been a dream of mine to pursue higher education. Finally, I'm connected to the neurodiversity community because I am an autistic young adult with sensory and motor differences. Because my speech is unreliable, I use AAC, augmentative and alternative communication. I'm a multimodal communicator. I use a text-based AAC app on my iPad called ProLoco for text. I use low-tech letter boards and choice boards too. I point, and sometimes I can use my speech. I do rely on trained support to help me. This is the key that allows me to access all the things that are important to me in order to live a meaningful life. That about sums it up. To mention, I'm beyond happy to see more and more professionals out there like you that truly get us.
Yeah. Girl, same on the anxiety. Like you were saying things as I was fidgeting with my ring. So I totally resonate with that. And you sharing about how you've kind of come into this advocacy piece with Otto and William through Mod Squad, which by the way, I'm representing Otto. And I was like, we need to get some Bella swag up in here. So we need some swag. But anyway, I digress. What was I going to say? Oh,
She says it's,
that. Oh, go ahead.
she said it's coming.
Oh, yes, sweet. We will link and share all of that, however possible or whenever it comes up. I was also going to say that the aspect of this advocacy and how it kind of it's just like your calling in this way that it came to you, and I really resonate with that. And when you were talking in the beginning, thank you for the kind words about me and my work and the team here at Sunrise. I actually teared up because it's one thing to like go and get my degree, right? And say, oh, I got through my master's and I'm an OT, but it's another thing to know that the work I'm doing is really impacting the people I really care about and that it resonates, right? Like I don't care about what I learned in my OT degree. If there's something that you guys teach me firsthand, then that's what I want to be preaching and sharing with the world. So thank you, and thank you for sharing all the things that you're doing. You really are. I've seen words like blazer, crushing it, warrior, like all these things I feel like are exactly what you're doing. Is there anything you want to add? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, she's like, you're my love.
Oh, I love it. And I'm sorry if I talk over you at any point. I can't see your letterboard or your keyboard if you're communicating, but interrupt me at any time. So good. So I want the people that are listening, I also want to share, I've had quite a few new followers that actually don't even know about this world of AAC and using just text-based communication. So I think this is a really important one as well to get people that don't know about this out there. So my next question is, we are super passionate about truly presuming competence here at Sunrise, and I know you value this as well. I would love to hear any advice on how we shift this mindset in others who might not be familiar with this term, especially around, this AAC form of communication.
It's more than a shift in thinking because its absence has harmful consequences. It should be an enlightenment through learning and understanding that it's really not okay to continue to marginalize people because of their differences. We should never be harmed by the actions and words of others. My advice for anyone unfamiliar with the term would be to have an open mind to see the value and worth of all individuals. Assume that all students are capable of understanding and benefiting from new and novel learning. That would be presuming competence. For clarity, I suffered a very late regression. I fell deeper into the world of autism and I stopped talking. My motor system was heavily impacted too, making my movements unreliable and impulsive. Even though I went years without a way to communicate and move with intention, I still understood everything. My school days were filled with repetitive remediation, year after year. Can you imagine how much harm that caused? Being misunderstood and presumed incompetent was extremely frustrating. Thankfully, I was introduced to text-based communication when I was 10 years old. It changed my life. Because I can't reliably speak, I spell or type my thoughts. Like many other spellers and typers, I am literate. I don't use pictures. I use text-based communication. Language is my portal to being heard. It is my choice of words that matter to me. If I were limited in any way by someone else's vocabulary set, I'd be pissed. That's why the alphabet works for me and many others. Think about texting. Maybe we should call all of us who point to type or spell texters, and perhaps we'd be better understood. In regard to allyship, those listening could start by including us in whatever space they can invite us in. That's a first step. It's nice to belong. A second step would be involving us in opportunities to continue to grow and learn about our abilities and strengths. Challenge us. Help us achieve our goals and dreams. For so long, many of us have had to carry negative labels that have been detrimental to our mindset. We need allies who will advance our cause for an equitable and meaningful life. 2 organizations that listeners can get involved with are Communication First, which is a nonprofit that works to protect the civil rights of individuals with speech-related disabilities. I also want my community to know about the organization, Disability Voices United, which has provided me with leadership training. DVU is an advocacy organization that is directed by and for people with disabilities that empowers our community and our families. I love to see that more and more allies and self-advocates are stepping up to advocate for system change.
Yeah. Boom. Mic drop. Yeah, I love that you listed those 2 organizations too, and real clear, tangible ways to shift, not only shift your thinking, but shift your action, right? It's not just about how we're perceiving things, but it's how we're showing up every day and presuming competence in every individual that we meet and see. Oh, so beautiful. I see lots of comments coming in here. I just want to read some of them out, and if you want to comment back to anyone. We've got a Nicole Marie said, "Go Bella, so happy that you're doing this and advocating for awesome people like us." We've got Otto, "Thank you for having Bella on today. Nice work, Bella," from Samantha Jones, GLP. "Nice work, Bella. Keep inspiring more people. We are all here for you." Otto, I love this one. "Preach, Queen Bee. Listen to her or you'll get stung." So good. And then it looks like Karen Cladis from Emma shared, "Bella is not just beautiful. She's an intelligent and loving young woman. Go girl, share your heart." Chunky Bird, "Go Bella." Oh my gosh, you have a whole fan club here, girl. How does this feel? How are you feeling right now?
She's, man, thank you guys.
So great. William, "Bella, awesome. Each time you speak, you are igniting change of minds and hearts." Well said, amiga. Otto, yeah, shout outs to Communication First and DVU. I will link both of those once this gets posted for sure. Aw, you've got Dad cheering you on too. I love it. Bella, I'm so proud of you. Oh, my heart is just warmed by all of this. So great. So yeah, please check out those resources that Bella spoke about. And then I'm going to challenge everyone here listening, whether it's on the replay or live, to just think about one way you could take action in being part of this change, right? Whether it's sharing resources that you see from Bella and the Mod Squad and any of the resources she just listed, just changing the tone of voice that you use with people who are non-speaking, right? Like just take one step now, and I promise you the feeling and the like reward of presuming competence is just going to snowball you and you won't be able to stop. I mean, if seeing Bella right now isn't changing your perspective, I don't know. It's just really, really empowering. So anything you want to add before we move to our next question, Bella?
She said, yes, love that advice.
Yeah, cool. I'm a big advocate. I think I said this in my talk too, of like, I think we all could get really excited and be like, I'm going to do it all, but we really just got to focus it and do one thing and then do the next one thing and just tiny steps, small steps make great change, one of my mentors used to say. So let's all commit to doing that today. Love it. All right. Let's see. My next question is, what strategy or tool do you use to allow yourself to rise and shine, as we call it, as your best self? For example, for me, it's like spending time at the ocean, or just like being out in nature, no matter what, that recenters me and helps me show up as my best self.
My day starts the same every morning, and I love that. My mind craves consistency when I'm at home, so every morning starts with a calm walk by the beach. Moving my body makes me feel calm and happy. I love to feel the sea air and watch all the activity on the beach. If my mindset changes during the day, my go-to strategy is always a walk on the beach. It's a nice reset for me.
The idea of routine is hugely important, right? For a lot of people don't realize that just by making things routine, it removes an allostatic, a cognitive load off of us if we're just always getting up and doing the same thing. I love yours. Obviously, I'm biased because I love being by the ocean. And I want to highlight how I love how you are tuning into your senses on that walk. I don't know if you've ever heard of the meditation for the five senses. I don't love that they don't include the other three, but it's like 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you could feel, like the air on your skin, 2 things you could smell, and 1 thing you can taste, as like a grounding focus exercise. So I don't know if you've heard of that and if it would fit into your morning routine, but that's a great one. And there was something else I was going to say, but it left my mind. Have you tried that meditation? Have you heard of it?
She said, yes, it's a great help.
Yeah, definitely. The, the mindset, right? So you had said it, I think, in one of the first responses about like pushing you, right? And not making every day feel easy, right? I think a lot of caregivers and parents, they want to like provide for, right? So a lot is done for. Here at Sunrise, we focus a lot on that resiliency mindset and like building that growth mindset of like, yeah, this is hard and I may not be able to do this yet. It's the power of yet, right? But I want to have that autonomy and I want to reach my goals. And mindset, it plays a huge role for all of us, right? No matter your neurotype, of like, there may be days where you wake up and you're like, I don't want to do this hard thing, right? And it's okay to give yourself grace. And then how do I shift my mindset to then get back to it, right? So I'm kind of going rogue here, but do you have any input or do you want to share anything about mindset? Does that resonate with you at all?
She had said earlier, yes, I love challenges.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
Mindset is everything.
Yeah. I don't want to talk. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Good, LOL, brings good.
Yes, so true, right? Like where energy goes, attention flows kind of thing, right? Like it could be hard at times to find good, right? If you're feeling frustrated or down or, whatever it is, but surrounding yourself with the right people, which I know you're great at with building the community and the people you have around you, is so important. So yeah, I think we could probably talk for probably a whole nother hour. Maybe we'll do a part 2 on mindset and building community and how that impacts it. But yeah, thank you. It's definitely a huge contributing factor for all of us.
She said, yes, I'd love that.
All right. We'll circle back to Jess to get it on the calendar. um, all right. So actually, I didn't even know this was my next question, but it ties in so nicely. I love when things work like that. So our next question is, here at Sunrise, we are motivated to hold ourselves accountable. and the people that we support accountable, right? So what kind of goals do you want to achieve in 2025, and what have you accomplished in 2024?
I think three important goals I achieved this year are: first, that I continued my pursuit for higher education. I'm still enrolled at Golden West College and I'm doing well. Another huge achievement was that I was able to travel a lot this past year. I have to share that traveling was not easy for me in the beginning. Airports were overwhelming and sitting for an extended time on an airplane was challenging. I was given many opportunities to practice my traveling skills and now I love it. I was in Germany, Austria and Budapest last Christmas, which was a dream come true. I experienced my first river cruise, and I have to say it was amazing. I was also able to travel throughout Mexico this summer with my bestie William and his family. It was an awesome experience for sure. And I do want to share that I'm preparing for my trip to Japan next week. How exciting is that?
For real.
Lastly, my squad and I were selected as youth ambassadors for California's state team for the Center on Youth Voice Youth Choice. I've spent this past year in the youth ambassador training as well as serving on several panels about alternatives to guardianship and supported decision making. I can't think of a better goal than to educate others on the right to live a self-directed life. In my daily life, I practice supported decision making. That means that if I need help with a decision, I turn to my circle of support. Being multimodal gives different ways to communicate a choice. For some it could be spelling, for others it's pointing or gesturing. In the end, everyone deserves the right to decide for themselves in whatever mode that works for them. Looking towards the future, I have similar goals for 2025. I definitely want to stay committed to my education. That's a given. I also want to continue traveling the world. I have another adventure planned to Amsterdam, France, and Switzerland in the summer. I am so looking forward to that. Lastly, I hope to participate in my first 10K in the new year. I'm doing my best to prepare and get fit to do something I've never tried. Come join Team B next year.
Yes. Oh my gosh, girl, I have to take notes because you are doing so much and you're living the dream. I love this. So, I want to highlight the academics piece, and I want to highlight that for also listeners of the fact that you are in this higher education, and I think you had mentioned earlier that you were the only non-speaker in that group. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So like talk about trailblazer, talk about like having to have a mindset of like forging that path for others. And then supported decision making. This has been something that's been coming up with parents in our kind of realm a lot. So I love to hear about the trainings and the support you're providing, and we definitely need to connect on that because I want to refer some families your way for that. And then, dude, Switzerland and a 10K. Like I definitely want to. I mean, I want to come to Switzerland with you, but I will definitely be at the 10K and cheering you on. I'll make some big signs. That is awesome. So you said that you hadn't the 10K. Oh my goodness, sorry. Hold on, I'm gonna mute. Give me a second. Okay, sorry, my protector probably saw a bird outside. Um, the 10K. So have you ran any other races? Is running like something you're using for fitness, for intentional motor, mindset? Tell me a little more about that.
I've done a 5K. Happy getting fit.
Yeah, totally. Honestly, I think that's why I like races because it helps me kind of stay accountable to like the training piece of it. So I'm getting fit with it, but also there's like the mindset work, as we said earlier, And just like the feeling of that achievement when you get it. It's a runner's high is a real thing, and it is nothing to what am I trying to say? It's no big feat. It is a big feat. Oh my goodness. So I can't wait for you to cross that finish line and feel that feeling of like, I've trained this long for it, and here I am crossing the finish line. So I'm excited to follow that journey for you.
She said, yes, it's a challenge I want to try.
Yeah, definitely. I see more comments coming in. She wants new hokas, and running a race is the best way. So true. And then just some comments here on your travel. I like this motto, Otto. Strive to thrive in 25. I love that. William loved traveling with you in Mexico. Emma is cheering for some more girls' trips in 2025. I'm a big supporter of girls' trips. Hike the Alps. Good job, Bella. Continue with that focus. Awesome. Is there anything you want to say back to the commenters or viewers?
Love you guys.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, Otto, 6 miles, 10K. I'm always doing that math, right? 5K is 3.1, and then I guess 10K is 3.2. I don't know why we have to convert it like that, but yeah, 6 miles is no joke. I can't run that anymore, but I will gladly stand on the sidelines and hold up a sign and cheer for you. So awesome. All right, we are winding down to the last question. Is there anything you wanted to share before I start like promoting you and putting the plugs of how people can connect with you?
She said, I can do it. Right?
Yeah, damn straight you can. Yeah, keep training and keep that mindset focused. You can do anything.
Anything else? Bitcoin. Do you want me to say that? Okay. Yes. My mom helps me to live my best life.
Oh, I love that. A shout out. Yeah, I want to do a little plug for another multimodal communicator. Danny Whitty has a great podcast about um, independence and interdependence, and how we all are connected and we support each other. I know I speak a lot about co-regulation and in communication and autonomy, right? So I think it is important to highlight that. And again, for anyone that's new, you know, Mom is next to Bella right now as a co-regulation support and communication partner. There's just so much that we could go into on that, but a shout out to all those people that get it and are grounding co-regulators. So thank you for giving that shout out. All right. So where do people go to learn more about you? Any website, email? You mentioned swag. I know you've got Instagram, you've got Mod Squad. So give everyone the shout outs.
Holy moly, social media is not my forte, but I realize the importance of connecting with others on this medium. I will take this opportunity to challenge myself to post more frequently. My Insta is BellaMaya17, but you can also follow me at Mod Squad for Access, with the number 4, also on Instagram. We also have a website, modsquadforaccess.com. I'd love for you all to check it out and follow us. I think that's it for me, Erin. I'd love to hear your thoughts or questions.
I love it. I am just pulling up the website. I don't think I may have been to this website before, but I'm going to share it too. Oh, look at you guys all here. I love it. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I asked a lot of my questions throughout. I'm super stoked to hear about your 2025, all your travels. Oh, that was something else I did want to highlight, that like traveling is not easy for anyone. Like it is for a nervous system that is heightened. It is a highly stressful experience. So kudos to you for working on that. And I just like can't wait to see pictures and hear more about it. I am definitely a big, much as I have like a love hate with social media, I do live vicariously through people. So like if I see Switzerland photos, I'm like, oh, that's going on my list. So I'm excited to hear about your travels. There's so much I'm excited for, but you let me know. What are you thinking?
This has been great.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, this has been great. Love traveling because I become like everyone else. I love traveling because I become like everyone else.
Yeah. I for me, traveling also kind of puts things into perspective, like going to national parks or even just like flying above Earth, right? And like seeing the vastness of the world is always super grounding, and it helps me come back in a new perspective. I think a lot of times we could kind of get stuck in the grind or stuck in like doing all the things in our little microclimate of where we live. Um, so I wonder, do you ever feel that way? Does it help your mindset and perspective?
She said, totally agree.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's kind of this like underrated. I think a lot of people are like, oh, I love to travel. And people think it's like, who loves to travel? Who likes to go to TSA and fly on a plane? But it's like all that is worth it to see these places. And especially when you go places with a lot of history. I went to Ireland for my delayed 30th, but seeing like the Budweiser factory was like older than the US. Like it's just like, and seeing castles that were built so long ago. It's just, it's such like a deeper, like energetic, spiritual kind of thing for me. So, yeah.
She wanted to add mundaneness sucks.
Yeah, so true, right? Like I feel like I set up my day to day a little mundane to have that predictability and organization to like get things done, but then breaking it up with these travel like stints and doing it with people that you love. Like I love to hear about the girls' trips and traveling with the mod squad. So yeah, you've got a good formula going, girl. I love it. And I would love to talk more, maybe like halfway through the year, hear where goals are at, what your travels are at, have been, and all of that. What do you think about that?
I'm game.
All right, sweet. I hope you have so much fun in Japan. Like, oh my gosh, enjoy all the delicious food and just like the vibes over there. And we'll be in touch.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everyone that's joining. If you are new here, feel free to reach out in my DMs, any questions. But I will, once I get this all organized and posted, I'll put all the links and resources that Bella mentioned. Yeah, keep shining, Bella, and being you. Keep going, Bella. From Emma, just so good. Yeah, awesome. All right. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. It was lovely seeing you. Bye-bye.